Hi everybody. So I asked in the group, actually, just a minute. I asked in the group as to what should we discuss today, and nobody answered. So I thought I should start with the power resume. How to write the power resume. Are you guys okay with that? Can we start with that? So here, whenever we start no applying for a job, what we do is we apply with the same resume to every job. So every position doesn't require uh, the same kind of course, whatever your expertise is, that is required. But whatever position it is for, whatever they require, that skill you need to put in the primary position, and then put other things aligned according to that. It your your uh, resume should be very much aligned. The first thing is it has to be short, crisp, right? And it should be defining all the elements of your resume. So about your all the skills, right? So first thing you have to do is customize your resume every time you apply for a job. All the job, like say in the sequence of your experience, whatever experience you had, just you put sequentially, but that is not what the position is requiring. You have to, for each experience, you need to highlight the expertise that is required, and customize, like say highlight your qualification expertise that match the specific job requirements. And employers often use screening software that scans document for particular keywords. So, if it is a software developer position, then make sure that your resume tells lot about software development. If it is system analysis, then ensure that your resume tells about system analysis, how much you have done. If it is for senior manager or project manager, whatever profile is mentioned in the job interview, job profile, you have to match that. So it is not the one time job to align your resume, it has to be multiple time, right? Multiple time you have to have several resumes outlined for different position and different expertise. So that is number one. Number two is develop an easy to pick up pattern of strengths, whatever strengths you have. So that will be part of my training program. If you want to enter into my training program, do please enter, wherein we design your all your strengths. We will get into all your strengths and we create stories about that. But in a resume, what you have to do is you have to put your strengths accordingly. Those keywords have to be different according to the job that is advertised, right? And how your professional career has followed, and whether you realize it or not, there is a method to madness. So uh, you will think that I'm saying something very absurd, but we can do it in a workshop. And if you come to my training program, and if you want to do get it done by me, right? Highlight your achievements. Always people need what? Your business goal achievement, whatever results that you have achieved during this. I have done so many meetings, so many, um, like say we always don't, cannot like outline how many sales we hit, because we all of us are not in sales. But you have to outline what outcomes you have achieved, right? Did they increase sales, broaden the customer base, reach target markets? Did you receive more responsibility in your company after proving yourself in your current job? This must come clearly. Then the fourth, thing is note your accomplishments. How accomplishments and achievements are different. Accomplishments are self growth, right? Include a brief list of any special recognition and awards you have received. It is also helpful to note participation in relevant professional organizations and also any conferences or workshops you have spoken at. All this will matter. So if you are a speaker, if you have written some articles, you have contributed somewhere, all this will come into your resume. So accomplishment should be a very prominent segment in your resume. The fifth thing is proofread and proofread again. There should not be any spelling mistake. As you know, any spelling mistake you do, it will do what? It will, like say, it reduces the impression that you have created, right? So uh, be detail oriented. Everything should be in congruence. Nothing should contradict. No information should contradict another. So all that you need to, like say, double and triple check. Of course, if you make your CV very small, short and crisp, then you will take less mm, time to proofread. You won't have to be bothered about very minute details because everything is visible, very clear and very crisp, right? Sixth is give a heads up to your references. No, before, if you are going full steam ahead on your job search, give your key contacts a heads up that they may be getting calls or emails about you. That is what I say. If you put me as a reference for you, then you need to work with me and you have to keep me posted about like what I do. The clients that I work with, they put me as the reference, so that is very convenient, like, right? So if they are getting trained by me, then I know them, and whatever their strengths are, I know them, and you can use my reference as well. And when you tell me, of course, if you are coming to my training, I will always know about what you are doing. I'll keep know myself posted about whatever you are doing till you are into a comfortable position, and even beyond that, if you are growing well or not, all that I'll take care, right? So I'll know. But suppose you are applying, after some time people get distanced, people get into their lives and they forget about how to take help, then you have to remember whoever you do, right? If it is me, then it's okay. If it is your boss, then also you have to keep them posted that they might be receiving a reference check call. So, and keep it updated. As soon as you are done with a job or done with an assignment, you have to keep your resume updated so that you don't have to do everything at once. So these are the do's that you need to do. And don'ts are, don't misrepresent your education or job experience. While you post and rephrase your experiences and your education background, you don't have to tell a lie, right? So if it gets caught up, then you won't be able to explain. So that amounts to be serious, like say, integrity issue. So don't do that. Don't give reasons for leaving each job. Why have you left the last job? Suppose it is a completion of projects, which is why you have to leave a job, then it is okay, understood. But you don't have to explain in the resume as to why you have left that job. That level of details is not required. Then don't get overly personal. Don't put personal information such as your photo, height, Aadhaar card, number, marital status, or religious affiliation. This is what we normally do. Photo and other things. Even some resume also format are also, which actually carries a place where we put our a photo, but that is not required. And if we know, we don't put our photo, then we'll save much of space actually to put more about ourselves, right? So don't put a photo although it looks nice. Then don't state reference available upon request. Don't do this, right? So many recently I have a client, very experienced and everything, but he has put in his CV like reference available upon request. Don't do that. Some companies will ask for names upfront, follow the instructions in the job posting, but having a separate page with 3 to 5 ready references listed will surely set you apart. Of which, the more direct bosses you have listed, the more import, like say, impacting this document will be, because you have very good relationship with your boss. That is why you are giving the direct references. Then don't worry about using exact dates. So you will not remember all the dates if you have sufficient number of experiences. So don't bother about that. You can put the month if you remember, that is fine, right? Don't experiment with a crazy format. Like say there are many crazy formats available in the market, so don't go for all those. Don't use your company phone number or email address. It has to be personal. Your email address, whatever you put in the resume, has to be your own personal. Don't include your high school education if you are a college graduate. So your latest educational qualification will matter. You don't have to go from the school and all, right? Unless it is asked. I know in some of the formats, in government formats, it is required, but subsequently it is not required. So don't use. Don't include your college GPA or percentage. The only exception to this, if you are still in college or have just graduated, or the job posting asks you to include that information. Do, that means you don't have to put your which class, what percentage of mark that you have scored in your latest education. Don't list past salary information. So always wait till an offer is made to discuss salary matters, because always you can negotiate salary. Unless it is asked, it is not something which should be disclosed. So, objective, the first section of the power resume is the objective, and this objective is always customized to the job you are applying for. Maybe it is a published position or an unpublished position. You will apply for a job if the job is published. We will talk about this published job and unpublished job later on, right? And so that's it about the power resume. Hope this helps. And if you have any any query about this, we can still we can have a um, discussion subsequent to this video. And also, if you like this video, then please also um, I'll put the reference point from here to where, how to go there, right? So please wait for that announcement. Thank you for watching.